Season 2 of Lord of the Rings Rise to War has the new Journey event, and at the end of this event, once you get to enough points, you can choose on the side of good if you want to unlock Frodo and Sam or you want to unlock Deneathor. So stick around in this video for my guidance on which of these commanders you should unlock. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and today we're talking about Deneathor or Frodo and Sam. And unfortunately, neither of these commanders is particularly good. Now, to get to the point where you can unlock one of these guys, you've got to go and throughout your season, complete some number of these quests. These quests give you points. Those points accumulate off to the side here, and tapping on the different chests gives you rewards as you unlock them. In fact, there's even rewards as you go. This little symbol over here is what awards those points toward the quest. And then there's also resources and other things that are really nice to get your hands on. So all that to say that you'll have a choice. And who will it be? Deneathor or Frodo and Sam? Now, I was chatting with my fellowship and faction a little bit to say, like, what do you think is the right choice here? And I really like this guidance, which is that you should just pick whichever one you don't already have unlocked. Okay, now the reason for that guidance is that you want more people who can do pathing and can go take tiles that are very low level and siege, because here's the thing, apparently neither of them are particularly good, which is really unfortunate. I haven't really used either of them overly much. In fact, I don't have either of them unlocked at all. And when I tried to ask around to find who had used them and what they thought, one of my fellowship members, Denothor, had played with Frodo and Sam and couldn't really make it work. And they were going to go work on Deneathor, but hadn't done so yet to see, is there a way to make it go? So I want to talk very briefly about the virtues of these commanders, and we'll go look at some of their talents to see what those are. Now, when we talk about Deneathor, one of the downsides is it's the same respect item as Aragorn, who is, in many ways, a counter to the Witch King. Not an amazing counter to my knowledge, but can counter it. And I've heard of people that are very successful using it, even though I haven't done so personally. Now, when we get a look at the portrait of this commander and his talents, what's interesting is that he's the only good commander that has burn damage. So there could be something here. He also has, I believe, immunity to madness. So let's get a look. He's got a boost to focus. Experience gained from tips and time to complete tips. GG, not very exciting over there. So you probably need to get to a much higher respect level to even be able to use him anyways. So this is why I think I stand by my logic of just get the unlock. Up top is Ally. 40% chance of recovering hit points when Manish units deal damage. I actually really like that. Okay, this has my attention. You got to be invested in men units, but the healing is really cool. And then reinforcement, round 7 onwards, recover hit points each round, which is pretty good. And then fortify, while defending, physical damage received is reduced. That's very interesting. A defender with a lot of healing. Let's continue on. If you were to get to loyalty level 3, respect level 3, the Scryer ability makes it so that the 25% chance of succumbing to madness for 2 rounds and 2 allied units take less damage, and the chance to succumbing to madness is reduced. That's interesting. Okay. Is that, where's the madness immunity? We got to get to madness immunity. Where is it? Fanaticism. All melee units have a boosted amount of damage. Okay. It's a small amount of damage. Like, that is not an impressive damage boost. 0.7%. And then wild magic. Against one enemy target deals 54.8% focus damage, modified by the focus stat. Allied units inflict an additional focus damage, modified by the focus stat. So obviously a commander where you're stacking focus here. And, okay, Mad Steward. Deneathor enters a state of madness. So he's definitely not immune to madness. I thought I heard that somewhere, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And he boosts all of Deneathor's units. Enter a state of madness. Deneathor 2's units. Okay, and then the damage is boosted for those units. I don't know. This is weird. So I think you only use one unit type with Deneathor? Is that right? If he's going mad? Then, like, you don't want to damage yourself? Arson. Here's the burn damage. You deal burn damage twice. Each attack chooses a separate target. So against 2 enemy targets. Huh. Deal burn damage twice. Okay. And then Enrage. 30% chance of succumbing to madness. Damage. Dude, he just has all of these ways to succumb to madness all over his tree here, which is really weird. The only... I'm missing something. I'm definitely missing something here. He does burn damage. He succumbs to madness. And to use this guy, you want to bring only one unit. Someone help me out and figure out what is the one unit you bring? How do you break him? I can see why people are wondering, like, what do you do? And my experience in this game is that if you know how to crack the code of the commander, they can be absolutely phenomenal. As an example, I didn't think Gil-galad was all that exciting, but apparently he's kind of like the jam for taking out Witch Kings. So all that to say, how exactly a commander works and how you break them. For Denothor, it's a mystery to me. Now, for Frodo and Sam, this is probably a little more straightforward. Their respect item is only used for them, although a lot of people in my fellowship are turning those in exchange for vouchers to get respect on other commanders, which I sort of wish I had done. If we get a look at his portrait here, okay, we start at the bottom. Harfoot, tip completion. GG. Experience from tips, focus and might. GG. Master of the bag end. Oh, wait. Master of bag end. Okay, anyways. Base stat from equipment boost and hobbit unit defense boost. Oh my gosh. Who's using hobbits? Not me. Against enemy orcs, trolls, urukai, total damage received is increased by 2% per, but that's just okay. I'm used to like 4% per on a commander like Gandalf. And then Prudence. For the first 2 rounds, all allied units have a chance of avoiding all damage. And damage presumably taken is minus 30%. Hopefully not damage dealt. Yeah, I mean, I see why at a low respect level it's not all that exciting. And your choice ultimately comes down to who do you want as your pather to go take tiles. And we're not talking high-level tiles. We're talking like, you know, the things you use to build a fort, or to relocate your city, or to siege. Hobbit Adventurer. Men and hobbits. Damage received is reduced by 1%. 1% per point is about standard, but with the downside of being only men and hobbits, I just hope you have a lot of men, except hobbit hit points by +5. This just seems like such a narrow commander. I don't even have access to all these hobbit units that are running around the map. And I know there are some new hobbit units in Season 2. And if we just look up top here, army speed for Ents. Man, this is so narrow. And damage against large units. It's so narrow. Ring Bearers. All allies, chance to avoid physical damage. That's 1.3%. This commander, 25% chance of succumbing to madness. Okay, so you try to go mad? Okay. And then Ring of Terror against the enemy commander. First 2 rounds. Oh, wow. Enemy commander and their units. 10% chance of inflicting madness. Oh, interesting. So he inflicts madness. You can inflict madness on the enemy. Ring of Terror. That's actually kind of cool. Start of the fight, inflict madness. I mean, I like that. Elven Rope. Each round against 1 target. 12.9% chance of being stunned. Ooh. That's nice. That's nice. 3-round cooldown on that. Stunning. I like what's here, but I'll tell you, if my fellowship members couldn't find a way, I believe it was Drucifer that I was chatting with, if they couldn't find a way to break this, I'm not sure it exists. And I was chatting with someone else that I really trust for great advice, Pelletier Child, and neither Frodo and Sam nor Deneathor rate well on the upcoming tier list, which is on its way soon. So to really thread the needle on what choice I'm going to make here, I'm going to pick Deneathor. I'm going to take him. I'm going to get the unlock, and I'm probably otherwise almost never going to use him. Will I regret not getting Frodo and Sam? Probably not too much, because I only need 100 more respect to get that unlock anyways. So, on Deneathor, I'm nowhere near the unlock. Seems like a perfect opportunity to just get one more commander that has stamina. So here we go. Confirm. Okay. There he is, baby. Money where my mouth is. Deneathor in the roster. This season has been absolutely insane. I'll make a separate video covering how it's going so far. However, welcome to the roster, buddy. Let's see how this goes. If you found this video helpful, throw a like on here and consider subscribing. And until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies.